Hello, it's your girl, Natasha Brox with Jimmy and the Insights, and I am glad to be with you today, here with you today, because it's the time where I talk about my new job. Hey, so let's get into it. Let's talk about this new job. Now, I promised that I would be giving you details about the new job because I've been getting so many questions about it. So I'm going to answer them. Okay, now I do have a list of questions, literally, because I've been getting questions and questions and questions about the new job. What did you do? Where did you go? What is it like? What? And I'm gonna tell you, I know I said it before and I'll say it again. When you ask for something, be prepared to receive it. Okay? Be prepared. Because I received it. And I'm so happy. I think the GME personnels out there that really know me know that this is a job and a position that I have been waiting for. Like, I really have. I've been waiting for this. It's a perfect job for me. So I like to continue to grow, okay? And I like to continue to learn. And I like to continue to make the GME a better place. I like to grow it. I'm a geek like that for GME. It is what it is, right? So as y'all know, I was going to Miami, had a job in Miami, was working it even in Arizona until I transitioned down there, and then got the call boop, from Georgia, right? And diverted to Georgia. So, um, love the job. Okay. So basically, no, but for real. So basically, I am at a institution that has no GME residencies, and we are building them from scratch. You would be like, Touch girl, why are you taking on this undertaking? Because it is a dream for me to do this. I'm gonna take you back 6, 7 years ago. When I was at Abrazo, I was working in family medicine, and then Abrazo wanted to expand, right? I built GME, I mean, I built emergency medicine from the ground up. Me and Dr. Graber, we built GME, and that was exciting for me. Then there was surgery and transitional year and cardiology and vascular. So that was very exciting. So to get the opportunity to build residencies at an institution that has none from the ground up for me in my career is phenomenal. I'm just going to tell you. Most people just be like, let me just, go in there and just do the work. But I want to do it from the ground up because it's like once you really know how to build a residency and do it right, from the first residency, from the breaking of the ground to wherever it blooms, it could run so smoothly, so smoothly. And so, but the that's the exciting thing. That's the one of the exciting things. The other exciting thing for me is it's in a rural part of Georgia. Hear me when I say it is in a rural part. So not only am I building residencies, right? I'm building them in a rural community. And when I tell you my Abrazo family has been very supportive, I have faculty like, what do you need? What do you need help with? Let's strategize. So I'm not alone. I'm still not alone, right? I have support and backing of my faculty, my family. I was like, oh, I can help you with that. Okay, this is what you do. Let's strategize. So then that way I take it back and be like, okay, so I was talking to one of my own physicians and but for me, this is a great opportunity. I've always wanted to build residencies. And so being able to do that one by one is amazing to me, right? And being in a rural community, because we're in a doctor shortage anyway, and the rural areas have a doctor shortage, so it's harder. So, what better way to build these communities is to bring in some GME? I mean, yeah, I don't understand. Like I said, I am a GME nerd. I am the GME geek. Okay. So this is fantastic for me. This is a dream come true for me. I am working with, of course, all the C suite, the CEO. I am working with the governor, the mayor. I am working with construction people because okay, we need housing. So let's put these. So all this things in my head that I can do for the community and then for the GME, all the residents going to be coming through here, and then the medical schools and the medical students and the PAs and just everybody. It's like my brain is exploding. Every day I'm writing new ideas, new suggestions, people we need to meet with, right? So I have so many ideas. It's just flooding out of my head that literally I have to keep paper with me or notes on my phone because I have so many. And then every time I'm going to a meeting, every time I'm going driving around town, looking at stuff, like, working with the marketing director, it's just amazing. When I tell you that this opportunity is what I have been wanting and building myself up for professionally for years. I know the last 3, 4 years, ever since I put my professional plan together. So when I say my vision board, I always check it off, check it off, check it off. And so I made a vision board for 2025 because that's what we're going into. And so I'm like, what can I add on there? Because I'm like chop, 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 chop. So now my vision board for 2025 is because I like all of my professional goals have been chopped down, have they been met with plus more. It's like, okay, so I want to travel out of the country more. It's like what else can I do within GME? Right? I keep, doing everything that I'm getting ready to learn from building these residencies and having meetings with these stakeholders and the mayor and just everybody like that is going into um, learning and growth for the community because now I want to take what I am learning and will learn and bring it to you guys. Who do you know? Like I don't know anyone. I'm lying. I know one person that I just met at the last ACGME, um, and it's a female, and she is the only one that I know that has built not really residencies because they've already been built, but continue to expand just even where the medical students and stuff. That's the only one that I know that goes out in the communities and meet with, the governors and the lawyers and stuff to get all of this together. And but I really don't see it in the GME community. And I don't think a lot of us see it or know about it or what's behind, most of that work. So, of course, when I gather all of this knowledge, I'm going to bring it to you guys because I honestly believe when we know the big picture, it helps us with the little picture, right? So, for instance, with Iris, as a program coordinator, you know that you are putting this information into New Innovation or whatever system you use, and that feeds into the IRIS, so you can get paid, right? So, but if you don't put it in right or all the information, it makes it harder on the back end with the IRIS support with the money flow. So, and there's a lot of back and forth with the finance, the CMS. I've learned that too. So, but we don't know that. All we know is we're putting them in, we're putting the information in, putting the block schedule in, but that's it. But if you understand why you need to put it in this way because it feeds to this and this and this, you're like, oh, so putting it in is very important, but it starts with the program coordinators to put it in correctly. And then everything else will run smoothly. So that's the whole back end that program coordinators don't even know. So when you're in that seat of the knowledge, right, and you know the back end, and you tell the coordinators, oh, this works this way because of this and this and this. Like, oh, okay, so it is detriment that I put it in. And yes, so let's get it together from the front end so it can flow to the middle end and flow out to the back ends, right? So that's where there's no, so it's like I get to see the whole complete picture, not just bits and pieces and parts that we know we always do, right? So I've always been the front end girl, right? And then I did a little bit of the middle end girl, along with building. Now I'm getting the whole middle end, right? So now it's going to be the back end. I dealt with the front end, I've dealt with the IRIS and the finances and the funding and why it needs to be this way and slot for dots and how the weighted and unweighted and all of that. And now it's the complete package. This is the piece that's going to make the whole complete package. Okay. And of course, when I get it, y'all get it. I am not a gatekeeper. I want the GME community to grow and to be knowledgeable and to understand GME inside and out and in between. Okay. So I'm going to be bringing it to y'all because that is my new job. I will be the administrative director of GME, building residencies from the ground up, building rural residencies from the ground up in Georgia. So you will see a lot of I'm going to, especially when I can, because some meetings are kind of like, I don't want to be taping in here. Even though I'll have the volume down, but just me taping or meeting people, and it's about to be really, really exciting. So a lot of I'm going to almost a little bit transition, just some stuff out. But I also said that I was going to talk about negotiation because I'm getting a lot of I'm talking. Mouth is parched. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions about negotiation. And I'm going to touch on it because I really think that we as program coordinators, we be in our program coordinator position for a while, and we're used to being salary, hourly. And and I'm just going to be blunt and say it like this, not really having, a lot as far as the working conditions and stuff like that. Then when you grow into program management or director or accreditation manager, stuff like that, you get a little bit more, especially when you are salaried, right? So with program coordinators, it's okay, we usually work around the clock and we're stopping that because of our health and wellness. We are stopping that, right? We are learning our boundaries, right? Yes. Yep. Yep. Shake your head. Yes, we are learning our boundaries. And once that 5, 6 o'clock come and I'm off the clock, I'm off the clock. Okay. So what that means is don't text me, don't call me, don't message me, don't email me, don't try to contact me at all. That's what that means. So if I'm off the clock, I'm not getting paid. So if you want me to work, or if you want me to look at something, or if you want me to dig into something off the clock, I'm gonna get paid. Period, point blank. That's non-negotiable, especially with being an hourly employee, because that's the law. Okay, that's the employment law. So once we go into directorship, management, leadership, where we are now salary, sometimes they still expect us to work at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And we're not doing that either, because it's called health and wellness, mental wellness. So we still got to block and have boundaries with our mental health, right? So we're not really doing that. Even being a salary employee, I'm not going to do that. So, because I still need time for me and my family and whatever I want to do. So, negotiation. I always say, look at your policies. Let your policies help you. The policies are there for a reason, and the policies need to help you. So, what you're going to do is read your policy. There may be something in the policy that your entity wrote that's going to help you either get a cell phone, right? Because once they have their cell phone, how can I contact you? Oh, here's my work phone number. But once it's off at 6 o'clock, it's off. Once it's on, okay, it's on. Turn it off on the weekends. You don't work weekends, not unless the regular. I just want to work with. Oh, I gotta answer this. I gotta answer that. That's something different. But you have to have that boundary. Okay. If you are a person that, I don't care if I'm salary and Monday to Friday after 5 o'clock, maybe 6, I'm not answering no calls, no emails, no anything. And on the weekend, I am not either. And you have a work phone, turn it off. Turn it back on when you're in work mode. So, but read your policies, because there could be something in your policies that will help you get a work phone if you want one, or help you to make your claim about why you need certain things, why you need professional development. This is all part of negotiation as well, right? Your professional development should be part of your negotiation, right? You need to go to conferences. You need to continue to develop yourself. So that should be part of your negotiation. And even if you are salary, like, I'm not working after 5 o'clock, or I'm not working after 6, Monday through Friday, weekends are mine. So set those boundaries now, make them clear, and find if you have policies that state these things as well. And if you don't want to give your personal phone number out, please don't feel obligated to, because you don't have to. And this is where, now that you are a salary director or a leadership personnel in your entity, they need to be supplying you with phone numbers. They need to supply you with a work phone. Okay? Because you don't have to give your personal phone number out. If they want you to have a phone number, they will give you a phone connected with a number to use to give the people. That's just what it is. And mainly leaderships, they do have that. If you're past a certain level, then they will give you that, everything that you need. So make sure you negotiate, not just the salary and the money part of it, even though that is key. Money talks, BS walks, right? But negotiate everything else, okay? Please negotiate everything else. I just had a conversation with my son about that. We negotiating over here. 2025 is negotiations. If we're not negotiating, what we talking for? I'm just saying though, for real. Negotiate, okay? That is it. I've negotiated the start of my insurance. Oh no, I'm not waiting 60 days. If you want me, I need to have that day one. They can do it. They plan. They can do it. So no, everything is negotiable. PTO, negotiable. Okay? Time off, negotiable. Everything is negotiable. No, I want to go to 3 conferences a year. Make it happen. Oh, I can't do 3 conferences? Oh, okay. You're not paying for 3? Oh, you are paying for 3? Okay, yeah. I'll pick the ones I want. Negotiable. Paying for associations, committees. Put that in your negotiations. You would be surprised. So when I say associations, like when I mentor people, I have them look, you need to be in some committees, your local, but your specialty, but you need to be on some outside committees. And you need to be in some societies and some associations, a local chapter and a big chapter. That's what you need. And normally they cost about $99, $100, $200, right? Okay, I'm leadership. I'm in the C-suite circle. Okay, I need at least two societies paid for. These are two I want. Negotiate. Come on, girl. Come on. My mother, y'all know the saying, closed mouth don't get fed. Yeah. Negotiation is key. Key. By the way, I'll be talking about negotiations at ACGME. I don't know. I got conferences coming up and I have presentation and one is negotiation. So if you see me, it's either Omni or I think it's ACGME negotiation. I'm going in deep and in detail at that presentation. So if you want to talk about negotiation, if you want to learn, if you want strategies, techniques, best practices, that's where you need to go because I'm going in deep, not just about negotiate, even like when you are your annual review. How do you negotiate more money? Yeah, they say that, oh, the company's only giving 3% this year. Yeah, okay. So that's what they say, but that's not really what it is. We're gonna talk about that. So negotiation. Okay. So, but with that, I'm out. And like I always say, the gears of GME keeps turning and your growth matters. So continue to grow and continue to expand your knowledge. Negotiate, closed mouths don't get fed, and we are growing in 2025 on negotiations, okay? And without that, I'm out. I will see you later. I think I found her. She's